Oh hey, hi. Finally, time for another video. Hope you enjoy it. There's one intro. Good morning. So here we go again. We are at the Ice House Trail. Let's see how it goes. And we're gonna be talking today about some of the history on the cabins and stuff like that. Alright, so follow me. Let's go have some fun.
The Ice House Trail is in the San Antonio Canyon in the Mountain Baldy area. The trailhead is located on what once used to be the Ice House Canyon Resort. The building is long gone, but the foundation still marks the spot and reminds us of what once it used to be. The Ice House Canyon Resort was built in 1921 by the Chapman family and Henry Dalton. We will continue talking about them a bit later. In 1921, two more resorts were built in the area. They were Bear Canyon and 11 Oaks. By this time, Camp Baldy was already in existence. The four resorts were successfully busy during that decade. There is no need to say that the first residents of this area were Native Americans, now known as Gabrielinos and Serranos. However, most of their history on this area has been erased. Therefore, the first documented activity in the canyon was mining. The first placer claim was recorded in 1892. In the 90s, John Allinson started a tunnel near Cabin 21. John Kelly stuck a claim on October 18, 1899, signing with an X. And in 1905 claimed the site had become Kelly's camp. Henry Dolker took over in 1922 and the mine was worked into 1937. In the middle of the 1800s, Damien Marchensalt and Victor Bondray, a French-Canadian resident of the area, established a business securing ice from the San Gabriel Mountains and selling it in the regions nearby. The business and building are long gone. However, the name of the trail has remained through time. There used to be a wagon road on this canyon. The road was constructed by the FPF Temple that used to have a sawmill in the canyon. Eventually, the mill was destroyed by fire. Although there's almost nothing left from the wagon road, sections of the initial part of the trail runs through what once used to be the wagon road. The FPF Temple during the 1950s through the mid of 1970s had a broad array of businesses conducting in the Greater Los Angeles and through the state. There was also a mine owned by a man only identified as J.A.G. The location is now unknown, but mentions of the mine and J.A.G. are written in an article of a historian named John W. Robinson. The first cabin sites lists were issued in 1906. The Los Angeles Forest Services promoted summer home sites at $15 a year. Some of the early cabins were portable houses that were usually purchased complete at a price ranging from $150 and up. The Chapman family were the first ones to build cabins in the Ice House Trail. The Chapman family and Henry Dulker built the Ice House Resort, Cabin 15, 16, 17, 20, 28, and the fireplace for Cabin 21. For some unknown reason though, the Forest Services in the early 1970s destroyed Cabin 16. The Chapmans operated the resort from 1922 to 1928, adding to the main building and constructing more cabins. Kelly's Camp and Fern Camp were built in the vicinity of Cabin 26. Cabin 44 was known as the Trail Inn, and it had a horse corral where horses could be rented. A historical article says that Kelly's Camp had a toboggan run, but I personally haven't seen ruins, foundations, or evidence of it. The Ice House Canyon Improvement Association framed its first construction in 1922. By 1938, there were 105 privately owned cabins. In 1938, there was a big amount of heavy snow that combined with few days of warm rain caused the Great Flood that destroyed most of the cabins, but 35 of them, plus Cabin 16 by the resort. The Great Flood of 1938 was the single biggest disaster in the history of the Ice House Canyon, and no permits to build or rebuild were issued thereafter. Unfortunately, there have been other disasters in the Ice House Canyon. In 1944, an avalanche buried Cabin 45, trapping and killing the owner in their sleep. In 1969, there was another flood and slides, and yes, there have also been fires that have run through this canyon. The history of the Ice House Trail is still being written as we speak. Hikers get lost and found every year. The Forest Service has created a new trail and adopted a new plan for the area, the impact of which remains to be seen. Thank you for coming with me. I hope this was enjoyable and educational. Let me know in the comments what you think, if I forgot to mention something, and if this is something you enjoy. There are lots of hiking videos, but not many cover the history behind it. Most of our trails have vast history and tradition that we have been losing through time. Well, thank you for watching. And please let me know if this is a type of content you would like to see, with history and stuff. And if it's not too much to ask, please like and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you in the trail.